Introducing first, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, Aiden Calvetti. And fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th blue corner, Haciel Ruiz. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, fighting out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, representing RNM Boxing, Aiden Achilles Calvetti. And fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th blue corner, from Grand Junction, Colorado, representing Rival Boxing Gym, Haciel Haymaker Ruiz.
Okay, boys, I gave you instructions earlier tonight. I know you're going to have a clean, fair fight. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Are there any questions out of the red corner, blue corner? Touch gloves, gentlemen. Let's get it on.
Fight fans, here we are, Jefferson County Fairgrounds for Sparta Combat Sports Entertainment and Airtight Boxing Fight Night. We are getting the action started here. The fighter in the black and red trunks, Mr. Aiden Calvetti, facing off against Mr. Aiden Ruiz. Ruiz, wearing the blue trunks, comes out with some power.
Yeah, Calvetti coming out immediately working the jab. I like to see that. He's definitely the taller fighter. Trying to see him take advantage of his reach.
Oh, Calvetti takes a hard right hand. Wears it well.
Big overhand right by Ruiz. Great head movement by Ruiz, by the way.
These gentlemen fighting in the 147-pound division. Referee Tim Mills, third in the ring for punchy time.
Nice tie-up by Ruiz.
Fight card tonight is going to have 7 amateur boxing fights, 3 pro boxing fights, and we're going to throw in a pro MMA fight.
Work in with it, Austin. Come on, hand speed.
Calvetti coming back out immediately, using that jab, trying to reestablish that distance. And again, really good head movement by Ruiz. He's kind of trying to stand in the pocket, not getting backed up too much by Calvetti's jab, really using head movement to try to get in. He landed a good overhand right. I'd like to see him go back to that. Calvetti's left hand slow and hanging a little bit low.
Ruiz gets a couple of hard body shots. Referee tells them they need to punch their way out of that. And if I'm not mistaken, referee Tim Mills is our third in the ring for all 11 fights tonight. So we're going to see a lot of footwork out of that gentleman.
Yes, we are. Good body shots by Ruiz.
Oh, and Calvetti takes a couple of hard shots upstairs then.
Ruiz did a really good job landing that overhand in the beginning. I'd like to see him work those body shots and then come right back over with that right hand.
10-second clacker sounded. Nice back and forth round to get the action started here at Fight Night.
we're going to make it to round number 2.
Little advice from the corners if you're in the red corner of Calvetti. What do you tell them?
I like the way Calvetti was using his jab to keep that distance. He needs to add a power punch behind that. Right now, Ruiz is timing both of those jabs. Calvetti's throwing basically a double jab every time he comes out. I'd like to see him follow that up with the right hand and just try to mix it up a little bit, but I like how he's using his distance. For Ruiz, I'd like to see him kind of continue what he's doing, stay in the pocket, use his head movement, and then really blast that body to open up something over top.
Our Larry H. Miller Nissan replay. And there's that jab that you were talking about, except it's coming from Ruiz on that one. And I like what you were saying about Ruiz, more what he's doing, especially mixing the level of his punches. He didn't have success with that big overhand right. If you can throw some body shots, get those hands down, that might be something that will give him some success.
Got our seconds out. We're ready for round number 2. Let's see if Calvetti doesn't come in and try to reestablish that jab right off the bat. Double jab, just like I said, so I'd like to see him throw that right hand behind it.
Yeah, good chance that's what his corner was in his ear about. Ruiz being accurate and powerful with his punches tonight. So like you said, Calvetti needs to put that jab out there and manage the distance.
It's a good left by Ruiz there, and what he needs the time too is every time Calvetti backs up, he drops that left hand down and he leans his head back. It's something you see a lot of taller fighters do. If he can come over with an overhand right, that's going to land really clean.
That's it, man. Not touching it.
And we keep referencing that one big overhand right that landed for Ruiz. Back of his short says haymaker, so that's obviously something he lands in the gym with regularity.
Yeah, I have a feeling he practices that punch a little bit. I am really impressed with his head movement. He's done a really good job this round of not taking too much punishment yet. Really, the only time he absorbs damage has been when he's trying to throw punches himself.
And Ruiz, showing just a little bit of a
big
speed
right
there.
hand.
Yeah, a little bit of a speed advantage for Ruiz. He's waiting for Calvetti to initiate his punch, and then he's getting there first, going over the top of Calvetti's jab now.
Ruiz needs to be a little bit careful. He's really winding that right body shot up, kind of winging his arm out. If Calvetti can see that coming, he could slip in an uppercut or something there. So he needs to just be a little bit careful, make sure he doesn't get caught. Beautiful jab.
Yeah, nice leaping forward jab. And starting to see the face of Calvetti reddened up a bit.
Read my mind, JR, read my mind.
And a little clash of heads there. Referee going to warn him about that. Oh, maybe a little cut happened or something because he's over here taking a look.
Right back at it. 13 seconds left in the fight, or left in the round. Big right hand. There we go. Calvetti lands a good right hand.
Good end of the round for Calvetti.
It was a strong finish. I think I'm probably going to give that round to Ruiz.
Agreed.
You can't win it. You can't win a round in 10 seconds. That was a beautiful combo at the end, but Ruiz has definitely landed a few more punches. Good defense. I'd like to see that same tenacity coming out in round number 3 from Calvetti. I think he's going to have to try to hunt Ruiz down. Ruiz is content to stand in front of him and just move his head.
Yeah, not sure if that tenacity's going to be available for him because as the referee gave him a warning over there, I saw him coming out of the corner taking a couple of really deep breaths. So we'll see how the conditioning plays out here. And going to check out the Larry H. Miller Nissan off of 104th replay here. You were talking about the good head movement of Ruiz. Ducked the whole body and shoulders down there. A little bit of a tie-up. A nice job of both these guys fighting out. Amateur fighters, you like to see that. You like to see them, you know, if you get tied up, keep your hands moving. That's what the coaches want.
Yeah, and that's what these amateur bouts are for. You know, it's time to get experience, time to push yourself, see what you can put together. You know, at the end of the day, your amateur record is important, but, you know, once you turn pro, it's gone. So now is that time to get as much learning in as you can. Double jab immediately from Calvetti.
Turn pro and your O must go. Turn pro and you get an O or something.
You know.
Ruiz being very disciplined with his hand position in his defense. Drops his left a little bit when he throws that winging right hand, but defensively he keeps those hands up very nice.
Yeah, when he's moving his head, you see a lot of guys when they duck down or they're bobbing and weaving, their hands drop. He's doing a really good job, like you said, of keeping them up during that. And a nice left body shot.
Oh, tried to meet him with that uppercut that you talked about, and he's hurt. He's stunned.
Calvetti landed a good right hand.
I can't quite hear what the referee was saying. I didn't see the infraction. Did you see what it was?
I didn't
Low
either.
blow
I was
or
trying to hear
headbutt
what
or-
he was saying, and
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it either.
Well, he's giving a little talking to Ruiz now, so he's probably talking about managing your head while you're in there and making sure you're not, smashing against your opponent. All right, back to action we go. Minute 15 left in the fight. Well, I talked about Calvetti taking a couple of deep breaths, and that seemed to have served him well, having that little break there because he's coming out with energy and looking to want to finish strong. Ruiz, however, meeting the tenacity.
Yeah, doing a good job of throwing body shots. A big explosion by Calvetti, though. Nice left hook.
Yeah, Calvetti did a good job keeping his hand position disciplined, stayed safe, and then countered nicely. And again, goes for that uppercut that you talked about in round 2. It's the second time he's thrown that. He threw it right before the rules infraction of which we are unaware what it was.
And I like Calvetti's jab. They're quick. I'd like to see him press forward just a little bit more to add some power into that. A little bit of a low blow there.
I think Calvetti's saying more than a little bit.
Take your time.
He's got a little bit wild with the body shots, and sometimes that can happen when your head's down and you're just kind of swinging. Just get a little bit low.
Mr. Mills having to go to work early this evening. Said he's not going to take a point, so that's referee's discretion. If he had thought it was blatant or intentional, point would be almost an automatic, and obviously he didn't think that, so he's just going to give some time. And
There it is, right there.
oh, going to run through you. All right, a final warning to Ruiz to keep him up, and here we go. Ooh, and that was clearly after the referee had said stop twice. Oh, he said he's going to take a point. That was clear. He said stop twice. I heard it over here through my headphones. So he's going to take a point, and I agree with that. There's been multiple rules infractions. Nothing's real intentional. He's not being a dirty fighter going out there, but you got to play by the rules. And again, we're talking about this being your amateur career. Okay, learn the rules, fight by the rules.
It's a learning experience.
Exactly.
When you're in there and you hear the word stop, but somebody's not getting in between you guys. You see an opening.
That's nice of Ruiz. Give him a little touch of the gloves, let him know, hey, no hard feelings, and away they go.
That being said, there's a reason the referee tells you to protect yourself at all times.
Truth. And referee leaping in to
Gonna make
just
sure
make
there's
sure.
a stoppage there.
Just make sure. Well done, sir.
That will be the end of the fight. And actually, it was a good round for Calvetti. Unfortunately, with that point deduction, I don't think he's going to be able to obviously win that one. It was definitely a
Agreed.
10-8 round. So I am leaning probably towards Ruiz on this one. What do you think, Jay?
I think I'm in agreement with that. I think he landed some of the harder shots. I think he pressed the action forward a little more. Calvetti did a nice job with his countered, and he fought hard in flurries. Ruiz just had a more consistent, constant pressuring attack.
I agree with that. I really liked Ruiz's head movement. He didn't absorb a lot of damage. The damage he did absorb was fairly substantial, but wasn't often.
Check out the Larry H. Miller Nissan replay here, and this is where there's a little bit of a tie-up, and there's the body shot. Calvetti weathered that storm nicely. That was a good job keeping his arms up, keeping himself safe, and looking to answer back once your opponent has finished his attack. Real good tacksmanship there. And Good little bit of sportsmanship in there. It was not a super clean fight. Both these guys early in their career have a little learning to do. Like I said, there was nothing in there that was intentional to be bad or malicious, but you know, you're in the middle of a fight. Sometimes things happen.
Waiting for the judges to finish tallying their scorecards up.
Columns, 3 numbers. Not sure what the delay is.
Math is hard. And some of it's probably double checking to make sure that that point did get deducted from all the cards, but
true enough. We jest, but they're making certain that everything comes out well.
because the last thing you want is to announce the wrong winner, which I've seen done before.
I
Not on a Sparta
have
show, but
nope.
I've seen it. That's very disappointing for both fighters.
On the boxing show, the Contender Series, that happened to one of the fighters. They did not catch it until the fighters had actually been back in their dressing rooms. Wow, what a shame.
Yeah, that'd be a rough one to swallow, especially if you thought you won the fight.
No kidding. All right, Mr. Momart's in the ring. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Beal scores it 29-27. Judge Langmeyer scores it 28-28. And Judge Garcia scores it 29-27. Declaring your winner by majority decision, Aiden Calvetti.
There we go. Mr. Calvetti wins the majority decision. He's going to go over and take his post-fight interview with Ms. Bailey Winters, and then we'll be back with fight number 2.
I'm here now with your first winner of the night, Aiden Calvetti. Aiden, you were the taller fighter tonight. You were using your jab really well. Was that the game plan going in?
Yeah, that was the game plan, to stay at a good reach and land the right hand when I can. I was trying to get the uppercut on him because he come in with his head down, but I couldn't get it on him like I wanted to.
In the second round, you started getting a little more aggressive, landing some powerful shots. Were you hurt at all during that fight?
I wasn't hurt, but I knew in the second round I had him hurt. I was trying to pursue him, but I didn't get the shot on him. But I could tell he was hurt, though.
The ref was warning you a few times during the fight, and then he ultimately took a point. What was going through your mind at that point?
I hope that don't affect the decision.
Well, you got the win tonight. Congratulations. Is there anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank my team and my family for all the support and coming out. We're going to do it again soon.
Congratulations. Great fight. Good job.